expand on a few things. First up, let's just wrap up this whole. But let's wrap up on the Jets season. Like I don't think we need to ever talk about them again after this. But a couple things to just wrap. They're sprinting. The Jets are sprinting towards the first overall pick. Unfortunately for them, I don't really think there's a quarterback worth a damn taking at pick 1 overall. So we could live in a world where they trade back, honestly, from pick 1 because it seems like they're going to get it. Stack up draft picks. They already have a talented roster, but first things first. Does Aaron Glenn make it to November, or should Aaron Glenn make it to November?
He will make it to November. I just don't think he'll make it the next year. I think they've already just decided, hey, we thought about this. You really forced Justin Field in, and you forced Aaron Rodgers out, which was the dumbest decision ever. But it just doesn't look good either, Austin. I mean, I could see if it looked good. The defense is playing a little bit better, but the Broncos aren't this world beater offense, so it's kind of hard to tell. But once again, a head coach has to be organized, has to understand situational football, which is 2-minute drills, the end of halves, the end of fourth quarters, overtimes, fourth down plays, and just having the eye to say, hey, this quarterback isn't it. And we have a vet who can win games and literally played early in the year and played 10 times better than Justin Field is playing. I mean, and granted, I hate it for him, but potential get coaches fired. My mentor used to tell me that. So the team has potential to be better, but man, it's getting worse for Aaron Glenn. So yes, he'll make it. He'll make it to the end of the season, but I think he's fired the first day of the offseason. First day of the offseason.
I think there's an argument that he should be fired, but at least before the end of November. If they leave November with 1 win, let's say they get there first. Oof. I just don't know. I mean, the other thing is do you bench Justin Fields? A lot of clamor. He should have been benched this last game. I don't know why the hell you keep him in, how things are going. You got Tyrod Taylor, a savvy vet on your bench. At least let him try to come in and win the game. The fact that was not a decision that happened is just coaching malpractice. Justin Fields is not some all-pro first ballot guy where it's like, all right, he's having a bad game, but we got to keep him in there because he could just strike at any moment. He's quite the opposite of that. You got Tyrod on your bench. You got to bring him in a close game and try to remain competitive. That offense was not competitive all game with Justin Fields. Like you said earlier, -10 net passing yards that game. That's so bad. I believe that's unacceptably bad.
Oh, my God.
You just can't keep rolling with that. I mean, I don't know what you do at this point because, like we said, they've got talent on defense. The defense is not coming around. They got talent on offense. Maybe they're a quarterback away because, Breece Hall, it sounds like now he's in the trade rumors. Garrett Wilson was kind of a trade-ish. Maybe it was a fake made-up trade rumor like last year, but almost to the point is like, if you're the Jets, this ain't working. There ain't really a quarterback in this draft that is seems like the guy who's going to turn this ship around. Do you blow it up this offseason?
Yes.
And
start
fresh in 2 years?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you have, because I'm going to tell you one thing about a losing locker room. Listen, it's a cancer. So I'm going to tell you now, the guys that's in that Jets locker room have been losing for the past 3 years. You have to get that out first and foremost. I'm telling you, because losing is a cancer. It's an energy. It is a bad juju. So you have to get everybody who's used to losing out of that locker room for one. And I'm going to tell you that Indiana quarterback didn't look bad. People starting to –
he's nice.
Yeah, and I don't think he's the organizational changer. But if you had to kind of say we just got to draft somebody, he didn't look bad. But I'm with you. No, I don't see a quarterback that's going to be next. But, I mean, you got to get everybody out of that locker room and just start over and bring in a young coach. Young offensive guy who you're going to be patient with. Joe Brady, maybe he's the OC in Buffalo. I mean, it's a few more out there, but listen, you got to get them losers up out of that, because they're done now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Was winner in high school. I got to college and started losing for the first time, and I realized after a while, people really don't want to win anymore, and they don't care at practice. And it is just bad. So that locker room's done. So, yeah, you got to get everybody the hell up out of there.
This thing was destined to fail the moment Aaron Glenn looked Aaron Rodgers in the eyeballs and said, sorry, you're not good enough, and our solution is Justin Fields. This thing was doomed at that moment. And then you see Rodgers kind of doing his thing, and he's back to making a lot of vintage Rodgers plays. And I hope Aaron Glenn sees every single one of them and be like, nope, we would prefer Justin Fields, which, let's be clear, by principle, Justin Fields over Aaron Rodgers in any scenario when it comes to winning football games is the wrong choice. So I don't know what they do, because again, if there was maybe a quarterback this draft, I don't know what kind of bridge guy they might want to go try and find. If they do want to remain if you want to remain competitive with this team, you need to go find a quarterback that is a bridge guy that's going to keep you good. They need to make a big investment. I'm not talking knowing the Jets, it would kind of probably end up like the Deshaun Watson investment in Cleveland, knowing how the Jets go. But again, with no quarterback really looking like the guy, sure thing, the guy in the coming draft, you got to go find a bridge quarterback who can get you through next year, who can start in 2 years from now and then you draft that guy, you kind of let him sit behind for a year then. So you need a guy, a next 2 to 3 years guy, and you got to probably have to go out and pay for him. And that's if you're going to keep Breece Hall. That's if you're going to keep Garrett Wilson and whatnot. You have a good tight end in Mason, and you have players on defense. So Aaron Glenn's clearly not the right coach. And I'm with you on the defensive coach thing. I am all about hiring offensive coaches. I think if you're going to hire a defensive coach, you are taking a massive risk, because now you better have Ben Johnson as your OC or someone really freaking talented as an OC, because we see enough in this current NFL defensive coaches not winning Super Bowls, if nothing else. It's the offensive guy more times than not. So that was probably the wrong choice. They've gone back-to-back defensive guys as well. So I don't know. I would love to see the Jets blow it up to see what they do, but also again, with the talent they have, I'm kind of open to the idea that they just go out and pay big money for a bridge guy and see if they can.
Mac Jones. What about a Mac Jones that's been playing pretty decent in San Fran?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just a guy who's Mac Jones is not, I don't know how competitive he makes you. He makes you more competitive than this. He's a better quarterback in terms of throwing a football than Justin Fields is. So I would see that as an upgrade. Yeah, I would see it as an upgrade. Still young. He's going to be very cheap for you. Why not? I mean, I'd be curious to see who's on the market this year coming up. But,
yeah.
I don't know if there's a guy. I mean, there might be a guy that Jets be like, all right, we're just going to swing huge. We're going to make the biggest quarterback play ever. But, I mean, they're kind of at rock bottom. They could do anything at this point. So,
Come get me.
We're partnering as competitive as Justin Fields.